Absolutely, Terran done a very good job here anticipating the Mutalisk transition, which is usually a Zerg strategy in this case when they're being pressured by these early Terran units that can attack air. No missile turret coverage.
Down the armory. Not sure if Envy is creating any Thors or anything like that, but this armory will be defended by a bunch of Marines.
Yeah, I'm thinking Masterasia just going for anything he can really poke at without missile turret harassment here, and he found that the armory was something that he could get to with limited casualties.
Envy actually stops repairing his armory, leaving it burning. If he doesn't notice this, it will burn to the ground.
Taking his army away again, and that armory will get burned down, and perhaps this barracks as well, just out of the reach of these two missile turrets here. Not going to be able to stop this barracks from going down. Now a Thor out on the board with the M&Ms, a couple of medevacs, so this is going to be a significant force here for Masterasia to try to push back. A lot of banelings being mutated, but not much else that I can see. Mutalisk's now going to come around and try to flank this main force here by the Terrans.
Yeah, Envy has noticed this giant force moving towards his base, or rather Masterasia has noticed it with his creep tumors and his overlords. But these banelings are going to be out of position, of course.
A lot more success there for the banelings. The banelings really taking it to the Terran army and taking most of it down. Banelings a lot more success than we saw in the last two encounters between these two players. Maybe
surround on the Thor there by some Zerglings.
Maybe this hole here, this positioning near the natural expansion of the Zerg did the Terran a disservice. They kind of had to creep around and were forced to make a wide turn, and the Banelings were able to kind of get in within their ranks and do some significant damage. So the Banelings win that round.
Yeah, I imagine that reminds me of that one unfortunate lag spike caused by the Alt-Tab glitch that lost us that one 3v3 game.
Yeah, a wide turn was being orchestrated, and the Alt-Tab dark screen of death. Yeah, non-attack move around a wide turn led to Baeus' army being completely decimated without him even knowing.
Yeah, Envy not wasting any time and going straight back in for another attack. Thor came out, so he decided that was enough AA for now. And I'm not sure if he was right about that.
Yeah, I imagine these Banelings are positioned really well here. Envy moved up, which was probably the wrong decision for him, allowing the Banelings to just have a great flank on those,
kamikaze the hatchery once again, but it's not going to work this time.
Yeah, the hatchery's not going to go down this time. Perhaps thinking that the Thor would provide great, AOE air support against these Mutalisks. It's a mistake that Terrans often make, that one Thor can handle this amount of Mutalisks. You do, the matchup isn't that skewed, and you do need more. You need a significant amount of Marines to help out these Thors. Maybe two Thors will be able to kind of intimidate these Mutalisks, but for now,
I would say it's something like a 4 or a 5 to 1 ratio that you need, or rather a 1 to 5 from Thor's perspective. And Masterasia now having 15 Mutalisks out on the board. One Thor can definitely not handle that many.
Yeah.
However, I would say three Thors can take down this army of Mutalisks. But 2 is also not going to be enough. But it will be enough to drive Masterasia away.
Now, these two players going for their second expansions, Masterasia namely going for the gold expansion, which he whittled down earlier in the game with those roaches and Zerglings. The Terran having a planetary fortress on his second expansion, hoping that will be able to dissuade any ground forces of Masterasia from coming around and flanking that position.
Well, that planetary fortress will work against Envy's kamikaze tactics, but I don't think that is the way that Masterasia has been playing. Planetary Fortress is not going to do much against Mutalisks.
Masterasia playing a very reminiscent style to Korean Zergs, exerting a tremendous amount of map control with these Mutalisks, and kind of just poaching and being out on the edges of the map, and making sure that Envy just never really knows where the main brunt of his force is. We saw the similar kind of play from July Zerg in a game we did a couple of weeks ago, and this seems to be really paying off for Masterasia. The transition of the game has really skewed towards the Zerg right now, and he's going to see what he can do with these Mutalisks. Maybe go straight for the missile turret, and if that goes down, it will go down. A lot of harass is going to be accomplished here. These supply depots are going to go down, and And I wouldn't be too surprised if Envy is quickly supply blocked here. He's gonna try to draw these 3 Thors back into the base.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that decision to attack the main orbital command. As you will notice, there are no remaining mineral fields except for one, this main base. However, there are a lot of useful buildings in this base. Thor is now going to be attacking the Mutalisks. Let's see if they retreat. They are now retreating.
I would have loved to see Masterasia poach that last supply depot on his way out, but thought that there probably wasn't enough time, and the Thors do their job of their.
I think it's gonna burn down. Envy just focused on too many other things to go back and repair it right now, and now it explodes.
No, I mean this other supply depot that was they passed on their way out. I think they probably could have burned that down with the Thors just slightly behind them. Envy looking like he's probably gonna maybe take up a position here with a base, or just kind of guaranteeing that the Mutalisks kind of running scared the whole time, not really sure how many turrets are out on the base. Still a lot of spine crawlers out for Masterasia. I like this play, not ignoring the ground threat at all, still making quite a few Zerglings, and Banelings must be out on the field somewhere. 10 Banelings here up at his first natural expansion.
Yeah, a large army of Zerglings here at the gold expansion, but a very large force moving in for Envy here.
Looks like Masterasia going to take his Zerglings around and try to get an expansion kill of his own as Envy's main force takes down the gold expansion for Masterasia. It looks like this planetary fortress at the gold expansion will go down without any mining having been done. But this Terran force here gonna do a lot of damage. Gonna take down a lot of overlords. Masterasia now thoroughly supply blocked.
Yeah, absolutely. Masterasia has way more units than supply at this point. I'm not sure whether it would be the right decision to turn around and face the army of Envy, but he doesn't really have another choice right now. You can't really take down a Terran base. They're just going to, well, not with Zerglings anyways. He's got a large amount of Mutalisks, but I really think that the firepower of Envy's army can take down Masterasia's base more quickly.
A lot of missile turrets being made down here at Envy's second expansion. I would like Masterasia to turn and run right now, but he's going to go full force into these missile turrets. And these Mutalisks, the only thing he has going for him right now, are going to get totally burned down. Not totally,
yeah,
but...
I guess he's pretty much given up right now. I mean, that was a silly move. Really large amount of missile turrets there, and all being taken out by those. Or a lot of Mutalisks got taken out by them.
Yeah, probably a bit of a frustration move there for Masterasia, trying to exert whatever he can with these Mutalisks, but probably needed every single last one of those Mutalisks to even have a chance against this main Terran army. Zergling's now going to try to hunt down these Terran SCVs and prevent them from getting another base up and running. Meanwhile,
well, it looks like this one SCV will escape as he finds solace in his army. Now going to stick with the army. And a bunch of drones running around from Masterasia. It's one of those games where there's no buildings left except those that are being built to keep the players in the game. And I do not think that Masterasia wants to face Envy's army at this point, but with his mobile air force, he might be able to keep ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think that that he can accomplish anything if he does face off against this army. His upstart expansion will go down, and he'll try to get another expansion at the one he recently destroyed for Envy, but just a matter of time here where the inevitable clash with the main force will happen. Almost happened just there. Masterasia is going to turn around and run.
It's inevitable. Envy just has one building left, and it's this command center at the north of the entire map. If Masterasia finds this building,
you know what? You're absolutely
in his favor.
You're absolutely right. The game might end right here, right now.
Oh my goodness! Oh, and Masterasia found that.
This has happened to me. This has happened to me, and Envy knows it. And oh my God, the Zerg will win with his Mutalisks. I did not see that coming.
Not even given the chance to say GG there. Because if your last building is destroyed, you're actually booted straight out of the game. I'm sure he didn't want to say GG anyways, but even if he was going to, no chance. To add insult to injury, Blizzard decides if you get your last building poached like that, you get straight up booted out of the game.
Yeah, tons of minerals left for the Terran. It's too bad that he didn't pop a few supply depots here and there and try to or some buildings that he could lift off and try to extend this game, because the Zerg himself only had one hatchery being built, and it looked like the Terran was on its way to finding it. But
take a look at the army tab right now. Envy had 69 over 58 advantage, and just going by that number alone, it looks like Envy would have been able to take that force.
Oh, absolutely. I think head to head, if it had actually happened, I think Envy would have been able to take it down. I think Masterasia knew that and was kind of avoiding clashes and waiting for this moment where he could find his last building, and
Yeah,
it paid off for him in the end.
I gotta say, having seen the final outcome of this game, I have to change my mind and say that Masterasia's decision to just straight up attack all those turrets turned out to be the right decision.
It turned out to work out in his favor. Was able to whittle down the buildings, and some games come down to that. Well played, I think, by both players. Absolutely, Masterasia never gave up. Continued to build just enough ground forces to kind of make Envy hesitant throughout the game. Use his Mutalisks to his advantage, and I think it was a pretty damn entertaining game on both counts.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
All right, so for myself and Bayes, and of course the Wood League, we thank you for tuning in to this ZVT, and we'll see you guys